I think nostalgia, the word nostalgia, has a negative connotation. Something I've been kind of thinking about recently. Oh, God! Fucking stay. It's like I try to avoid it. I try to avoid things that make me think about the past. I think in part because I'm not doing so well with depression and everything. I'm really struggling with it now. And for years I was comfortable. It was a comfortable thing. I was fine. I could manage it just by like surviving. Just like living life every day. Like it wasn't so hard. I could get out of bed, I could go to the gym, I could hang out with friends. And college has really changed that for me. I just feel like I can just do just enough. Like I can just give it the bare minimum I need to do what I need to do for that day. Get back to the dorm and just crash and just scroll on my phone, just be absent. And I've been thinking about the time I spent with my girlfriend and friends from before I went to college. But definitely thinking about the time I had with her. I felt like I never really had to like try so hard. And when I'm just listening to a song and I remember us driving around town, going on dates and doing stuff, I'm realizing I never really appreciated that in the moment until I didn't have it anymore. And in a way, I love the romantic moments we had together, and I love the relationship. It changed me so much for the better. But she was really my best friend. And she gave me energy. Like she filled my social battery, and she gave me energy to do the things that I didn't really want to do or have the energy to do, like write music or practice music or kind of think about just everything that is yet to come. Like she made everything feel so much easier and so much more manageable. And now I'm on my own because we broke up, and also I'm just here by myself now. I haven't been home all semester because I've been staff singing on the weekends. But I don't like to think about... it's almost like I'm not letting myself think about the old times we used to have. And not even just with her, with everybody. I've just been kind of trying to avoid it because I know I don't feel good after thinking about it. I don't feel good after thinking about our relationship. Or even just with my friends, or like the point of my life before I went to college. It doesn't make me happy to think about. Like usually I hear people talking about thinking about old memories and like reminiscing on the past. I don't want to do that. It makes me realize that I'm not doing well at all. Doing probably the worst I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm never gonna get that again. I'm never gonna have that comfortability of just being a teenager, not having to worry about things like, what's my salary gonna be like what life am I going to be able to afford, or like just thinking about all the adult things that I'm gonna have to deal with like 4 to 6 years after college. I'm gonna walk around for a bit. I'm in Tatnall. I've never been to the park, and my dorm is literally quarter of a mile that way, and I haven't been here. This is my second semester here. It's beautiful. But I just don't know how to like get over that. I'm not enjoying life enough to like make new memories. I'm gonna look at this point of my life with a very bad taste in my mouth. And the point of my life before this, when life was all sunshine and rainbows, I don't want to think about that either, because I know I'm not gonna have a time like that again. So overall, nostalgia and thinking about the past is not a good thing for me right now. And I don't know how to get over this. I've started therapy. It's good, I guess. But I'm not really open because it's hard for me to talk to other people about this. I just feel like high school, teenage Sam, he didn't have much to worry about. He went to school, went to the rehearsals, went to youth symphony, went to choir, did teaching. I was a teaching assistant at Sprayberry, the orchestra program. All of that was really easy, and there were days where I hated it, and there were days where I was like, this is comfortable, I like doing it. And now I feel like, how do I find the words? Now I just feel like, all of that stuff was so easy, and I'd do anything to go back, and I'm doing the same things in college. But I'm having to think about things so much more deeply now, and it's like, there's a squirrel. I woke him up. Whoa. So cool. But now I just feel like I'm having to take more time for myself, and it's something I just can't do. I can't really allow myself to have the time to think deeply about things and like experience things at the level I was before. But also now I'm having to appreciate things so much more just to feel happy, and just I'm having to slow down a lot and just take a lot of time for myself just to feel the same way I used to feel when I was a teenager. And I'd do anything to go back, and I would do things so much differently to go back to 18 and experience that part of my life again. But now I guess I'm just getting over the fact that life is going to be hard from here on out. And it's going to be different. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a lot more. I'm going to have to be selfish. I'm going to have to look out for myself. And there's going to be days where I'm going to hate it. But life isn't going to be easy anymore. And that's not something I can just coast through. Just coming to terms with that. I think overall, what I'm trying to say, like, I used to have it good. I used to have it really good. And I still do. But now I have to think more, and I have to slow down and appreciate things more than I used to. And it's something that I can't really do every day. So now when I think about the past, it's a bad taste in my mouth. It's not something I really want to think about that much. And maybe that's something that's not going to get easier until I do it. But that's about everything I've been thinking about.